Hello! So as most of you should know by now, I am an actress, or I want to be an actress, or I'm working towards it. Although I technically kind of already am an actress. I perform. And so obviously I've done a lot of different types of performances over the years. Some have been very bad, but for the most part they've been good. So I just thought it might be fun to share with you some of my past performance experiences. One of my worst memories of any type of performance was when in secondary school we did this musical theatre themed cabaret evening. I think I was about 14 or 15, I'm not entirely sure, and my singing teacher decided it would be a good idea to give me 2 solos. And it should have been fine, it should have been absolutely fine. I rehearsed the songs like crazy. I did When Somebody Loved Me from Toy Story 2, I think, and I did Reflection from Mulan. And one of the things we had to do for this was dress up in the style of our characters. So I was like, cool, I'll dress up as a cowboy or a cowgirl, I don't really know, cow something. I'll dress up as a cow. I should have done that, it would have been much better. So for the Toy Story one, I obviously dressed up as a cowgirl, and for the Mulan one, a friend of mine lent me this Chinese style dress with flowers and stuff on it, and there was one song in between my 2 songs. So after I did my Toy Story song, I ran backstage and grabbed this dress that I had never actually tried on before. So I was pulling it on and I discover it's freaking small. And then I couldn't do the zip up, and no one was around backstage. So I ran into the audience, found my dad, and was like, Dad, you need to check this up, this dress is too small for me. And then I managed to then just pelt through the audience on stage in time for my song. And as I stepped up on stage, I heard a ripping noise. And this dress had just ripped a seam completely down the back where my bum was. So that was great in itself. But then to top it all off, I forgot my words. I forgot all the lyrics to the song. I repeated like one verse 3 times. It was awful, I hated it, and I was terrified and I cried so much afterwards, and I didn't do another solo performance for quite a while. Luckily, the story I'm about to tell you was not the real exam, it was the mock. Thank God. So my group decided to do a cut down version of An Inspector Calls by JB Priestley. It's a hard play, so we were really struggling. It's very dialogue heavy, so some of the main characters had so many lines to learn. I had quite a few. I was playing Mrs. Burling, and basically we weren't prepared enough. The actual performance went so badly. People were forgetting lines all over the place, missing out big chunks of dialogue that meant that nothing made sense in the storyline, and one of my friends actually completely broke character at one point, but luckily wasn't the actual exam. Several years ago now, I did a pantomime version of Beauty and the Beast, and I was Beauty. Obviously. There was one specific night during the run where the character who was playing the horse, he had this big clumpy horse outfit with a giant horse head here. He had to rush through a doorway, a pretty small one, at one point. And this one night he came through and he brought the whole set with him. It was hilarious, and we just ad-libbed for a while until everyone had put the stage back up. One of the assessments we had to do at the end of first year was an extract from a play that we were being directed on by second years, and I was put in just the best group. We did a cut down version of the play Punk Rock by Simon Stevens. I didn't think about this before, but there are about to be spoilers for this play, so if you haven't read it or seen it, you might want to skip ahead, I'm sorry. One of the biggest scenes we did was a death scene where 3 of the characters get shot by one of the other characters who goes a bit crazy. 2 of the guys and 1 girl die, and I was the girl who died. Oh yeah. And in rehearsal, this had been like the best scene to work on. I got to cry, I got to freak out and scream, and then I got to die, and it was freaking great. I sound like a weirdo right now, but I don't care because I'm passionate about what I do. For the gunshots, my directors got this sound effect which they then gave to the tech guy and told him when they were all supposed to happen. And then we were supposed to react to the sound. And in the tech and the dress rehearsals and everything, the gunshots had been fine, it was all really well timed, we got it, he got it was great. But in the actual performance, the tech guy did my gunshot too early. So it was literally like, bang! Because I wasn't ready for it and I was so upset. He ruined my moment. No! But I think I did pretty well. In the shooting scene, I'm the second person to die. The first character who dies is my character's boyfriend. So obviously, I'm gonna freak out because I see my boyfriend get shot. So I'm already crying and getting all upset and stuff because one of my friends is walking around the room with a gun and he's already grabbed my hair and pointed the gun to my temple. Then I see my boyfriend get shot, so obviously I scream, I freak out, I start crying even more. And in the performance when this happened, I just heard from like a few people in the front row just behind me, I heard a few whispers that were just like, oh my god, and so afterwards I was just like, yes, I got a reaction, awesome. So yeah, those are some disaster and not so disaster stories about performances I've done in my time. The moral of this story is no one's perfect and everyone messes up. Bye! I just wanted to quickly tell you, in case you didn't already know, that I am currently vlogging every single day in September on my second channel. So if you want to check that out, there is a link here, there will be a link in the description. So yeah, they're really stupid and fun, I think, I hope. People seem to be enjoying them. I don't know. It's fun. So check it out. Why not? Okay, bye!